Hello everyone, Pop Social Analysis back again. It is October 14th today, which is also Indigenous Peoples Day, so happy Indigenous Peoples Day. But today I really wanted to talk about something that has been on my mind. I was curious, why do we minimize or oversimplify domestic violence by just calling it toxic? And why do so many Black women feel like they have to sacrifice their self-care for others? Let's talk about it. So often we hear the term toxic relationships thrown around, but we need to start calling some of these relationships what they really are: domestic violence. Emotional, verbal, and psychological abuse are all forms of domestic violence that often get swept under the rug or brushed off as just toxic behavior. When we minimize these experiences, we invalidate the real pain and trauma that survivors go through. Now, I want to tie this into something deeper, especially for Black women. We've been taught to put everyone else first: our families, our partners, our communities, and in doing so, we often forget to pour into ourselves. We're constantly giving, even when we're running on empty. And when we do try to take time for self-care or to preserve our own well-being, we're often met with criticism or judgment. How many times have we heard, "Oh, she's doing too much," or "she thinks she's all that," just because a Black woman decides to dress up or look cute for herself? This external chatter is a distraction, a form of societal policing that keeps us from truly thriving. It's like society wants us to dim our light so we don't stand out, even when that self-care is a form of survival. And here's where it connects to domestic violence. When a Black woman is in a violent or abusive relationship, that pressure to put others first and not take time for herself can make it harder to leave. We downplay our needs, we're told we're overreacting, and the external voices are telling us not to do too much, to make us stay small. Sometimes even in these situations where we should be prioritizing our safety and well-being. So what I'd like to say is, let's stop minimizing these experiences. It's not just toxic, it's abuse. And to my Black women, we owe it to ourselves to take up space, to dress up, to look cute, to take time for self-care, because our healing, our preservation, and our well-being matter. So my call to action to you is, what are your thoughts on this? Have you ever felt like society's expectations or external pressures have kept you from putting yourself first? Okay. Thanks again for tuning in. Hope to see you again.